Going live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. My name is Robin Shaw, and of course, you all saw the thumbnail. Looked very different than me now, but of course, now I look better, right? So that thumbnail, maybe that picture was, I took that picture maybe 18 or 17 years ago. So that was a long time ago. But now I'm much wiser and I'm a better English teacher. Sorry if you're disappointed and you click that thumbnail and you see this. Anyway, let's see who's here. Layla's here. Hello. Fabio, Thanthan, Carrie, Sleepwalker, Manu Kumar. Welcome. You're the early students. Welcome to the class. And I hope I can help you today. I hope I can improve your English. Layla, how are you doing? How was your day? I had a very busy day. I was filming some videos with some teachers. And then after this live stream, I'm going to upload Esther's new video. So I was preparing that today. That's my Sunday. That's what I do. And tomorrow I'm going to help a student. A student contacted me last week. They said they have a job interview. And the interview, part of the interview will be in English. He's a Korean student. So he asked me to help him practice for his English job interview. I said, no problem. So I'll do that tomorrow. And tomorrow I got to edit videos. Anyway, that's my life. Helping students and editing videos. That's what I do every day. If you guys got questions, start asking the questions. I'm just going to go through here. Sleepwalker. Now I know Sleepwalker's a female. Manu Kamar. Okay, I said hello. Hamza Whack. Hello. Sayed Hassan. Hello. Edward Fitness PG. It's my first time here. Welcome. How are you? I'm doing fine. Sayed, how are you? And Bakel. Hello. You guys, you got English question or any question, anything you want to ask, just start getting your questions in. I'm here to help you. You should be studying English every day. And of course, you're going to have questions to bring Robin every day. I hope, well, I don't teach every day, but every Sunday. As you can see. Let's take a look. All right. Layla's art. Layla has her own YouTube channel. He couldn't raise you, but then he has another son and names the kid after himself. Name the kid after himself means like his name. Yeah, if I have a son and I name the son after myself or after me, my name is Robin and my son's name is Robin Shaw. And I named my son after me, Robin Shaw. Magna, how are you doing? I'm always good. Win, long time no talk. Well, welcome back, Lynn. Win. Sorry, I said Lynn because the teacher I was working with today was Lynn. Lynn and Win. Roy, hello. Joanne, hello. Welcome. Fanny, hello. Welcome. Please show me that you have been studying English all week and you prepared some questions for Robin. I know if you've been studying English because you have questions. I'm not the best teacher in the world, but I will do my best to answer your questions. A lot of teachers are scared to teach live because, a lot of questions teachers need to prepare answers, but I'll do my best. All right, Win. Her life was drawing to a close. Does it mean pass away? Yeah, so this could be a type of euphemism. Let's put that on the board. Hope I have a marker. And this is a really, really good expression, a very polite way to say someone is about to die. Okay, someone is about to die, pass away. They're not dead yet. Drawing to a close. It's coming. It's coming soon that someone's going to pass away. Okay, drawing to a close. My life is not drawing to a close. I hope to live a long time. And Win. Win is studying. Good student. Karen National Union, I don't know what that is, was proved to be a tough nut to crack. I think that's the idiom you're talking about. Let's take a look at the board. Hope you guys can see that on your mobile phone. A tough nut to crack. That's a K. And let's go to purple. We had some people who donated money, so I can buy different colors. That's an idiom. Idiom, a tough nut to crack. So what does that mean? A tough nut, a tough nut to crack. Something depends on the situation it's used, but it's difficult to solve that problem, or it's difficult to understand that problem or understand that person. So it's difficult to solve or understand something. So let me see if I have an easier example. Yeah, so it's a difficult problem to solve. Man, I can't find an example. I don't know. You guys find an example, bring it in. Bring in an easier example. That's your homework. I don't really have time because a lot of people have questions. Anyway, it's difficult to solve that problem, to deal with that problem. A tough nut to crack. Idiom. All right, moving on. Layla, last night I watched a movie. It was a featured movie. When could I describe someone or something with featured? Good question. And featured is just something is made a special attraction. So a featured movie, like at the movie theater, a featured movie might be some special movie they are showing. I usually only see that when talking about movies and the movie theater. I can't really think of any other situation we might use that. I'm probably wrong, but it's up to you to go find another situation, bring in another example sentence, and let me check that. I got to move on because there's a lot of questions, and I don't want you to wait too long, you guys. All right. What does out of the blue? Oh, we got another idiom. Tonight is idiom night. Well, it's tonight for me. It's nighttime for me. It might be morning or afternoon for you. Out of the blue. Idiom. Which would mean suddenly. Unexpected. For example, my friend, I haven't talked to my friend in 5 years, and then out of the blue, my friend called me. Okay, suddenly, unexpected, out of the blue. All right, I gotta move on. Magna, I have a question. Could you please tell me the main difference between the following sentences? Could you please give me another pen? Could you please give me other pen? No, well, the difference is number one is correct and number two is incorrect. We don't say that. We have to say another pen. Remember, another is usually used with singular, and other, this is not an idiom. It depends on the situation, but usually another is with singular and other is going to be used with plural. But your sentence is talking about one pen, so we can only use another pen. All right, moving on. What if he went on to have more kids? Went on. Let's use a different color. Do I have blue? Use purple again. Is that on the board? I hope you guys can see that. All right, so the expression he went on to. This would mean that in his life, he continued his life. And if I'm telling the story about someone, usually it's in storytelling. I'm telling the story about someone, and I use the expression, he went on to have more kids. He went on to have a good life. I'm just telling what happened to that person in their life. All right. So how did their life progress? So another example, my best friend in university, he studied architecture, and then after he graduated university, he went on to be an architect. So I'm telling his story, and I'm kind of telling you what he did in his life. All right? I got to move on. Layla, by the way, when have you filmed your new videos? Not yet, Layla. The problem with my new videos, I'm going to film new videos. The problem is I'm going to New Zealand in February. So when I'm in New Zealand, it's very hard to manage YouTube. So I will have new videos. I'm not sure when they're coming out, Layla. Hamza, what's the difference between prepositions at, on, and in? That's a complicated question, Hamza. I can't explain 100%. At is usually time and location. I'm just going to focus on that one. On and in. There's so many different ways to use that. But at, I can safely say, is usually time or location. So at 8 o'clock at the mall. let's meet at 8 at the mall. Okay, so at, time, location, on and in. On Friday. That's an example when we might use on, a day of the week. In February. In, is that on the board? 1997. So in could be used with months. In could be used with years. It's too complicated, Hamza, because there's so many different ways to use these prepositions at, on, and in. This is just a quick look. Okay, I gotta move on. So Hamza, I would need more time to prepare more examples, and that would probably be like a 10-minute video to explain how to use at, on, and in. Many examples. Sorry, Hamza, I can only give you a little bit right now. Moving on. Okay, Wayne says, I want to know about this word. The head-to-head lasted 9 days. I'm not sure where you got that, but I'll take a guess. Erase my board. Grace is not here. Where's Grace? Head to head might have a few meanings. I'm just see and it depends on the situation. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't help much. Well, head to head usually two people are fighting or some sort of battle, and if they're going head to head, that means they're fighting or they're in some conflict. In your sentence, I want the head to head lasted 9 days. That sounds a little strange, but maybe there's some sort of fighting or conflict. I'm not sure when. You got to tell me more information about where you got that. I got to move on. What is it this time? What time is it? Oh, those are very different questions, Layla. And let's take a look. What time? Well, let's look at what time is it. And the answer to that, I would say, for me, 10:49 p.m. Okay, that's how I would answer that question. Your other question, what is it this time? So I gotta make sure that's on the screen. All right, now the difference between that is the it. This it is maybe meaning the problem. So in a situation when someone says, what is it this time? They're not asking about the time. All right. Very different questions. All right. They're asking about kind of a why. It's more of a why. Why are you bothering me? Or what's the problem? So if my friend called me, they have a problem. All right. And I help my friend with the problem. and then they called me again the next day, I would say, what is it this time? What's wrong this time? The time you're calling me. What's the problem this time? Okay, so it's a little different. These are not the same question. That is so very different. All right, I got to move on. Arabic name. Hello. Ooh, got a few questions. Say it. I'm an interpreter in UN. I can speak English well, but I can't writing and reading and grammar. Well, Sayed, you have to start writing. You have to start reading immediately. Every day, Sayed. Writing and reading. Writing and reading. Do it. You must. You got to. Everyone here has to. Reading and writing, writing and reading, whatever you got to do. I'll get on. Oh, this is a little bit noisy. Yeah, you guys are waiting for your questions. Sorry, I'm just setting up here. Marlib Tube, what is possessive voice tense use? I'm not sure what you're asking, Marlib. Are you asking about the passive voice? It's not a tense. I'm not sure if you're asking about the passive voice. The passive voice is used for many things. You would have to bring me an example sentence of your passive voice and I would help you out. But Maulid Tube, I think your level is not ready to master the passive voice. But if you want to bring in a sentence, Ibrahim Kabdul. Wow, Teacher Robin. Hello. I'm not sure if I pronounced Kabdul. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm doing fine. Win. These days I saw a lot of hood ending words. Adulthood, childhood, likelihood, neighborhood. Yeah. Those are hood words. Good words to know. Good vocabulary. And the suffix is hood. I see neighborhood, you have British spelling. Canadian spelling, not American spelling. Carrie, what to do when you're under the stress? I sang a song for an hour today because I want to stress out. And is it a right sentence? No. Carrie, you made a few mistakes, and let me just fix up your sentence there. What to do when you're under... All right, so first problem you said under the stress. And we want to cut out that. We don't need to say the, just under stress. What do you do when you're under stress? I sang a song for an hour because I want to stress out. Now, stress out is very common in Korea. They say stress out, but this is not English, okay? In English, we don't use the expression stress out. So we want to say relieve my stress or reduce my stress. These are expressions that native speakers are going to do. I want to relieve my stress. I want to reduce my stress. We don't want to say stress out. And if you're asking the questions, for me to reduce my stress or relieve my stress, I like to watch TV shows or go for a walk. I don't sing. I'm not a good singer. My voice is not a singing voice. Nobody wants to hear that. All right, Layla, I'll head to the store and buy some meds for you as well. Does meds mean medicine? Yes, meds. Meds is a short form for medicine. Meds. And very interesting. That's an N. Very interesting. Medicine is uncountable. We never put the S there, but when we shorten medicine to med, we can make it countable. So we shorten this word and make it countable. So I need my medicine. I need meds. Win. Our country's my country's politics. All right, I'm going to help you with that because that's a little confusing. Politics should have an politics, or I think a better expression might be political situation. Is that on the board? All right. So our country's political situation is confusing now. So the government's trying to be a tough nut to crack. Is this sentence correct? Win. I'm very proud of you for trying to make the sentence, but it's not perfect. The usage of a tough nut to crack. Okay, there's a couple problems. The first problem, we usually say he is not a tough nut to crack, or this situation is a tough nut to crack. We don't usually say I'm a tough nut to crack. Okay, we are talking about other things. So I cannot try to be a tough nut to crack. We usually don't express it that way. And we don't express it, the government is a tough nut to crack. So government is too big, all right? Think of this as more of small problems or just one person, okay? Government is really big. So the government's trying to be, it doesn't work that way. Try again, Win. Think of a smaller problem. Hassan, Alam, hello. When I read a little fat book, in it is fat, same. Oh, what's this mean, Win? I read a little fat book, in it is fat, same think. I'm not sure what your question is, Win. I read a little fat book. Fat would mean similar to thick. I'm not sure about the other part of your question, Win. You got to be a little more clear. Fanny, I want to have hair spa in the salon. I want to do hair spa in the salon. Which one is correct? Well, Fanny, what is hair spa? I'm not sure that is a. Let's take a look. Hair spa. Because you're using hair spa like it's some sort of verb. And I don't think hair spa can be a verb. It's a noun. So I want to go to the hair spa. Spa, not a verb. It's not an action that I know of. I can't find it. No. So I want to go to the hair spa. As a verb, I don't know what that means. So it's a place. Yeah, if it's a verb, I don't know that. Sorry, Fanny. As far as I know, hair spa is only the place. And hair spa is strange. I can see it here. There are hair spas. So hair spa is a place, but as a verb, nope. I can't find it. Samalam, hello. You give him thumbs up and strength. Layla, may I know where did you record the last videos with Lynn? Lynn, today I made a video with Lynn in another studio, not for my channel. I did that for another company. Usually I film in my studio in my house. I have not really a studio, a small room. Usually I film there. All right, Magna. Win, what is the difference between to and of? She is like a daughter to me. We wouldn't say she's like a daughter of me. And Win, wow. Win, that question is too complicated because that requires a lot of example sentences. And I would need more preparation time. I'm just looking for a quick rule. There's no quick rule. So Win, maybe a longer video in the future. There's not enough time, and I would need time to prepare for that question. Miriam Masri, hello. Carrie, I finished reading Hey Kiddo. Now I want to read news articles instead of reading cartoon because it would help me to get high TOEIC or TOEFL score. Is it a good idea? And please correct my sentences. So Hey Kiddo is a book she read. Carrie, I would recommend you continue to read more stories like Hey Kiddo until you read faster. Because I know it took you over a month to read Hey Kiddo. That's too long. If you could finish Hey Kiddo or a book like that in quicker time, then I would recommend newspaper articles or something higher. So we want to read at our level, and we want to read at our level quickly, all right? So before you get to the higher level, master the lower levels. So you understand what's happening and you can read fast. Layla, I hope I didn't bother you with my questions. That's why we're here, Layla. He's a bothersome man. What's the difference between bother and bother? Well, one is a verb and one is an adjective. So, bother is a verb and bothersome is the adjective of that. So, well, I'll do a quick example. He bothers his sister. That's our verb. He is bothersome. That is our adjective. Yages Warren. Hello, Robin. My boss always used frankly speaking. Could you tell me, is this the correct? Yes and no. So these are probably the two most common ways. You want to tell the truth. You want to be honest. So frankly speaking, which means I'm being honest. I'm being truthful. A lot of non-native speakers use this. It's not wrong, but in my region of the world, more native speakers use this. So it could be different, depends where you are in the world. They're both right. They both mean the same thing. But I find a lot of students tend to use this one more. And I would say native speakers usually use this one more. So my advice is don't always, don't always use frankly speaking. Try to use to be honest. Use both of them, but don't just use one. Try to use both. Layla, she sure is energetic. She sure is active. What's the difference between one and two? Well, energetic, that person has a lot of energy. Yay, energy, very energetic. I don't get tired. Active is more doing. They're doing many things. So usually energetic people are also active. They have a lot of energy, so they're doing many things. I am not energetic, but I am very active. Win, nowadays I'm reading about political books, so I have a lot of strange questions. Okay, that's okay, Win. Fanny, I'll buy your dinner. I'll pay for your dinner. I'll take care of your dinner. Which one is correct? When I had dinner with my friends and I said I'll take care of all, means I'll pay the bill. Okay. Fanny, this is important question. That's the most important question today because you're talking about money. And I'm going to fix up your expressions. I'll buy your dinner. All right, I'll buy your dinner. And then I'll pay for, make sure you get the, I'll pay for your dinner. What else you got? I'll take care of your dinner. That's possible. I'll take care of your dinner. They're all meaning the same thing. You could say that. I'm going to add a couple more. I'll treat, or it's my treat. All right, so there's many ways to say you're going to pay for someone's dinner. I'll buy your dinner. I'll pay for your dinner. I'll take care of your dinner. I'll treat. It's my treat. All of these perfectly fine. It means you'll pay for the bill. Layla, he's burning up. Would you pronounce burning up? Burning up. Shapur Kuda Parast. Hi. Good man. Hi. Oh, I'm very far behind. She didn't have to shove it in my face. He pushed me on my face. He put... Well, shove in... If shove it... she didn't have to shove it in my face. So if someone puts something in front of my face, they shove it in my face. If someone pushes you on the face, that's different action. So someone puts something close to your face, they shove it in your face. Don't shove it in my face, get it out of my face. They pushed me on my face. That means they're touching you. Shove it is something. Push me. That's very different. Hassad Kuvusi, hello. Win, is this sentence idiom? She carries fire on one shoulder and water on the other. I don't know what, that's not an idiom. I don't know what that means. That's something special from the comic book or story you're reading. I'm not sure what that means. It's not an idiom. It's special to that story. That's just how the writer writes. Layla, why am I cropped out of this picture? How could I use crop out in a sentence? You used it perfectly in a sentence. So, of course, crop is to cut in a picture. You get to see some of my art. So this is your ex-boyfriend. You have a nice picture. This is your ex-boyfriend, but he's an ex-boyfriend, and you don't like to see his photo anymore. So you gotta crop out, cut out, and it's usually we only use that for photos. So cut someone out of a photo. Chatath, hello. And Win, please check my sentences. First, I get kicked out of watching your live streams and asking questions. Does it mean enjoy? Oh, all right. You got an idiom there. All right, so this is an idiom. I get a we need that we need kick, we need out, and of. We need all four of these words. So you said I get kick out of. You didn't say the I was confused. All right, so the idiom, be sure you say a kick out of. We need all four of those words. Now, what does that mean? I'm entertained. Yeah, it's an idiom. It means I'm entertained. I really like something. And, the second one. I get rush out of. I get, again, you forgot the We need that rush out of. Okay. I think you're not putting the because rush and kick are usually verbs, and we want to put that. I get a kick out of. We want to change these idioms into more of a noun form. So I get a kick out of. I get a rush out of. Okay. If you forget the it's very confusing. All right, this is important. All four of those words. So I get a rush out of talking. So I get excited. I get energy. Again, similar to joy. I get something positive. Successful man or success man. Well, both of those could be problem. Successful man. So successful man is correct. But I don't want you to forget that he is a successful man. He is a successful man. Does it mean excitement? Yeah. So get a kick out of, get a rush out of excitement. Chata, do infinitives and participles work as a noun, adjective, and adverb? Please explain, sir. I'm not sure of the rules. I would need to check that, but Jatath, you should not be learning English that way. Sorry, Jatath, I cannot answer that. That would require me to do more research with example sentences. No more stop the. I gotta catch up with the questions, so stop questions. So I'll read all the questions before the stop questions, and I'll go a little bit faster because some of you are waiting. Thank you for waiting. Layla, I really need a bit of peace and quiet. Why don't you all go and play outside? Your mother needs a bit of peace and quiet. What does it mean, peace and quiet? Peace, quiet. No noise. Just quiet. I need peace and quiet. I need alone time. I need no noise. Kids are noisy. If there's some kids, shut up. Get out. I need peace and quiet. No noise. So we use the expression peace and quiet. I need peace and quiet. And Fanny, what should I say instead of this sentence? Forsake Almighty. I don't forsake. Sorry, Fanny, I don't know that sentence. Forsake. Fanny, I don't know that sentence. What does that mean, forsake Almighty? Where did you hear that? I'm not sure what that means. Forsake Almighty? I'm not sure, Fanny. Sorry, I know you wrote that question a long time ago, but I can't help you on that. I need more information. Amal, I need friend to talk to improve my spoken. Join the WhatsApp group. Make friends. Practice speaking. Oh, Win, I want to ask you, the fat is the same with the think. No, I don't think so. David, good evening, sir. Just ask you this. How may I speak English fluently? Well, David, if you want to speak English fluently, you have to probably go to an English-speaking country. If you want to speak English fluently in a non-English speaking country, you should be practicing 3, 4, 5 hours a day of speaking. That's the reality. Now, do you need to speak fluently? Probably not. There's international English. With international English, you don't have to be fluent. You don't have to be fluent in English. Seems like a waste of time, people trying to be fluent. Fluent means you mastered the language 100%. You know every idiom, you know every slang. But most people in the world don't need. There's a lot of English you don't need if you're not living in America or the UK. So, David, I don't know. Where do you live? Do you plan to live in the USA or Canada? Rohan, I know you. Pathak. Hello? Fanny, hair spa means you take care of your hair in the salon. Well, Fanny, sorry. I cannot find hair spa as a verb. So, if you can show me a link to anything. Wait, I found a link. How to do hair spa. All right, Fanny, you're right. See, I don't do these things, so that's a very specific. All right, so how to do hair spa treatments. All right, it's used as an adjective. So it's used as an adjective. And if I go back, I quickly go back to find hair spa. Where was that question? Hair spa, hair spa. I can't find the question. Can you ask that question again? Oh. I can't find the question. So many questions. I can find hair spa as an adjective, and I see hair spa treatment. So, Fanny, can you repeat your question again? And Anildo Mora O Bom Dia, what is that? Saddam Azim Chima, hi. When we use first form of verb after to, and when we ist with ing. I don't know, Saddam. You got to bring in. You're asking something. I would have to go research, check, and you have no example. Why don't you bring an example sentence and then? I think you're talking about present continuous? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Saddam. We in this question is personal. Have you know Trisha? What is Trisha? I don't know Trisha. Trisha? What's a Trisha? Yeah, I've been on Trisha. Trisha. Yeah, I've been on a Trisha. Many countries. Trisha. That's the bicycle with carrying people behind. Trisha. So tri, which would mean 3 wheels. 3 wheels on the bicycle. Trisha. Layla, did I write my sentence correctly? Did I write my sentence properly? Both of those are correct. You could use both of those, no problem. Which one is better? Both of them are equally okay. Hello, Robin. My boss always uses frankly speak. I answered that question, Yajis. I already answered that question. I spoke about 2-3 minutes on that. Layla, this boss is always grumpy. My dad was angry at me yesterday. What's the difference between angry and grumpy? Level. So angry is a higher level. Grumpy is we'll describe it as a little angry, a little upset. Okay, they're not happy. They're a little angry. So angry has more power. Win is over easy egg, same meaning with half fried. We don't say half fried, but as far as I know, over easy is you're cooking the egg and then a little you turn it over and cooking again. The yolk is in the middle. So the yolk is not cooked like scrambled or something. So over easy, cook, and then lightly turn over and cook, and that's over easy. We don't use the expression half fried eggs. Shapur. Crack. Friendship is like a cup of tea. If it would be broken, it could be mended. But the crack of it remains forever. This is a Chinese proverb. Yeah, makes sense. Shapur, did you learn that today? All right, I'm getting sleepy, guys. So we gotta finish this up soon. Almost an hour. Ibrahim, teacher, can, could, may I? What is the difference? Sorry, Ibrahim, that's a very complicated question. I would need time to prepare that question, and I'm almost finished the live stream, so another day, Ibrahim. Layla's, she's asking for you. She's asking from you. What is the difference? Well, Layla, you need to give me full sentences because those are very different. It depends on the sentence. She's asking for you is at the end of the sentence because you got two periods. Well, she's asking for you. That might mean someone is asking to talk to you. So, oh, someone called me. Oh, they're asking for you. That means they want to talk to you. She's asking from you. That looks like something in a sentence. She's asking a lot of things from you, which means you've got to do a lot of things. You need full sentences for me to help you. All right, Arabic guy. Thanks, Robin. I can't read Arabic, but I'm sure you're a nice person. Layla, how depressing. Even this boss of mine has a lot of trophies and various awards himself. I can't understand. This boss of mine. That's a spoken expression. We could change it. This friend of mine. Similar to my boss, my friend. So just another way to say my boss. Malia Zakir, hello. Layla, now's my chance to look for it. Right now is my chance. From now. Yeah, it could be, and it is a contraction from now is. Yeah, from now, same thing. Thank you, Maliha. I'm from Canada, and I am reading your comment. You wrote it a long time ago. I'm not sure if you're still here. All right. So I've been on, how long have I been on? 1 hour. So I'm going to finish up in the next few minutes. I'm just going to read the last comments. And Fanny, is this a correct word? Messaged, past, yes. He messaged me. Zowie, longtime teacher, Robin Howard. We miss Esther. I'm going to release an Esther video in about 20-30 minutes. There will be a new Esther video. I'm a tough nut of crack. So let's go back to a tough nut to crack. Yeah, I'll get So the problem with idioms, and you're trying to, I taught you about the idiom. You're trying to use the idiom. Great. But my recommendation with idioms is to look at more example sentences. When you read more example sentences, you will have a better sense of when to use that idiom. So you're just trying to use it, but idioms are very specific to a situation. So let me bring in an example sentence. Where did I see that? That team's defense. All right, so right away, I want to describe a situation, a problem. We can't use I'm. I don't want to use I'm. I'm describing another person, another thing. So that team over there, maybe we're playing soccer. And that team's defense, their defense is really good and is a tough nut to crack. So their defense is a problem and it's very difficult to score. So I'm going to say that team. I wouldn't say our team is a tough. Our team's defense is a tough nut to crack. We usually don't describe ourselves. We describe other problems, other people, other teams, other situations. So that team's defense is a tough nut to crack. To get by them, to solve that problem. Okay, I hope that helps you a little more. The best way is to look at more examples on the internet and you'll get a better sense. Alan Abade for Y. Ali, how are you? I'm fine. Oh, Robin, you got a lot of live stream. You got a lot of questions in this live stream. Yeah, I think we did a good job today. I hope someone learned something. All right, guys, I got you. Well, the questions keep going on. I'm going to finish up in the next few minutes here. Yajis. All right, Yajis is learning whereas. Could you check this? Okay. I study English every day, whereas my sister studies once a week. And she speaks better. Okay, well, there's a few grammatical mistakes in your problem or in your sentence, Yajis. You used whereas correctly. So everything's okay, whereas my sister. So you study every day. My sister studies once a week. And she speaks better. All right, so everything is okay, but make sure you use once a week and the speaks. And then your sentence is fine. Aziz Beck, you're late. I'm fine. what have you been up to? Teaching and editing. That's my life. So, okay, Fanny, great. I want to have a hair spa treatment. That's a hair spa treatment in the salon. And I want to do a hair spa treatment. Both of those sentences can work, but we have to use it as a noun. This is the adjective, this is the noun. So it's all, a hair spa treatment can be a noun. That's the most important word, or most important word and letter before this. A hair spa treatment. That problem is solved. All right, we got through it, Fanny. All right, so thank you guys. I'm just reading your comments. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I got to finish up this live stream. I'm going to try to get Esther's new video up on the Shaw English channel. And I'll see you guys next Sunday. So thanks a lot for your questions. I hope you learned something today. And before next Sunday, I hope you guys are studying English every day. So goodbye, guys.